of your life into a product.
$12.99 per month.
It's disgusting.
Your body is an instrument.
My only issue is people doing these things without having themselves armed with the information.
They could cry in a Ferrari.
If you come across OnlyFans content and think that you're better than these women, think again. In the end, as women, by default, we are all OnlyFans creators. We are all S workers, and it is time we recognize the value of our time, presence, labor, and gifts and start monetizing.
Where we talk about how to get that bag while also securing your own bag. I'm your host, Elle, and let's get into it. On today's episode, we are talking about how men support OnlyFans, celebrate a man for exploiting women doing OnlyFans, and then weaponize OnlyFans against women. We also talk about how OnlyFans has categorized and quantified an area of women's labor and how we should use this information to prevent our own exploitation.
So this YouTuber has the mindset that all women are OF creators because we provide our labor, our body, communication.
One of the unfortunate things that OnlyFans highlights is the loneliness of men. I understand that men's loneliness is an epidemic. Men are lonely, and so they form these parasocial relationships with women on OnlyFans. And a lot of people say, oh, there's free corn content out there. Why do I need to pay for OnlyFans? Free corn content is not interactive, okay? One thing you need to realize about OnlyFans is that it fosters parasocial relationships. The best OnlyFans creators, they are the ones who make their subscribers feel like they're friends, feel like they're part of the in-group, that if you know, you know. They are so good at creating these parasocial relationships, and that's what consumers get from OnlyFans that they do not get from online free, even paid corn content. That's the appeal. So
this is why men are lonely. And this is why people are lonely. Because people are tired of being used and mistreated. And there is a lot of information out there that is going along with this way of thinking. This is an example of toxic feminists. This is not just a problem for men, or a problem that men face. Women face this problem too. As you can see by the article that I have, loneliness is becoming an epidemic in the United States. Couples are not staying in long-term relationships. They are going into what you would call situationships, which is you are doing everything that you would be doing in a relationship, but you're not putting a title on it and you're seeing other people as well. The whole rise of this way of thinking led to the loneliness epidemic, as well as dating apps and social media and so many other factors. This way of thinking can contribute to the loneliness of men because men do not want a woman like this. And they think that all women are thinking like this, so why should I get in a relationship? And then they go and seek partners or wives from other countries or other cultures or religions or way of thinking, and then these type of women get mad because then that lowers the dating pool for them.
like everything is a market. The dating market is a market, the stock market is a market, everything is a market. OnlyFans is a market. If this man is directly profiting from your labor, from your time, presence, gifts, and body, he's the one who should pay.
Wages against housework. They say it is love, we say it is unwaged work. They call it frigidity. We call it absenteeism. Every miscarriage is a work accident. Homosexuality and heterosexuality are both working conditions, but homosexuality is workers' control of production, not the end of work. More smiles, more money. Nothing will be so powerful in destroying the...
We're going to be talking about an area of women's labor, and that is S work. Our labor in that department, bestie, it has value. It exists. How is this relevant to OnlyFans? Same goes for being a housewife. We are all OnlyFans creators. We are all housewives. We are all S workers.
Your body is a diamond, and you should only share it with very, very few people, because the more that you share it, the more you chip off. It's about self-respect. It's about dignity. Trying to get young women to understand that their bodies are very powerful.
This person is saying that the men should go to work, support the house, car, support everything that the household needs in order to run. The man should be able to provide, plus pay the woman to stay home and take care of the kids, the cleaning, the cooking, and be his therapist. Any relationship, communication, responsibility, respect, accountability, all of it is very important. Each partner has tasks. For example, in my relationship, my husband primarily takes care of all of the cars. I primarily take care of a lot of the housework. I enjoy doing a lot of the housework because it gives me time to decompress. I get to, unwind. I get to have some critical thought time. And also, I like making things clean. However, when life gets busy, it would be beneficial for both parties to take part in these tasks to maintain home, or just clean up after yourself as you go. In a healthy relationship, the business between couples, it is an intimate moment for the people in the relationship in order to strengthen the relationship that you guys have, strengthen the bond. If you make it transactional, you are downplaying and demeaning the experience overall. I don't think any woman in a relationship with a man would say that they are an OF creator because they enjoy bedtime activities with their partner. This is degrading to women. I do not think that young women should be listening to this and taking this mentality as facts. Healthy relationships are not transactional. You are not going to be an OF creator because you enjoy relationships with your partner. So when it comes to the labor aspect, in a lot of cases, when you add up the labor that the stay-at-home partner adds to the relationship, the total amount of every task that the stay-at-home partner does, it will equal more than the working partner. So if you were to charge or pay an individual to come in and do everything, a personal chef, a babysitter, a housekeeper, a therapist, anything that you want to add to that list, it will increase. So if you look at those rates that those individuals charge and then attribute it to the labor that the stay-at-home partner does, then it most likely will equal more than the working partner. Not all couples have the choice to have both parties working, which is why it could be beneficial in their relationship to have a stay-at-home partner. In a healthy relationship, they would respect their partner for doing all of these tasks, for maintaining the home, and they would show appreciation to their partner.
That you bring and risk in a relationship have value and therefore need to be compensated. If a man wants to access you, it'll change your life.
Peace recognizes that you are a worker, and you can bargain and struggle around and against the terms and the quantity of that wage, the terms and the quantity of that work.
When you realize that you are an OnlyFans creator, you realize that you are an S worker by default, by existing, by being born, then you can negotiate. No, it was a feminist idea from 1975. What does that mean? It means that if men are paying their hard-earned money on women to do OnlyFans, to access women's time, presence, labor, gifts, and bodies on OnlyFans, it highlights that women's presence, time, gifts, labor, and bodies have value in real life. That men would pay for parasocial relationships because they cannot access in real life relationships with women.
This YouTuber had found an article from 1975, which is from a completely different time. We no longer uphold to that tradition or that way of thinking. I don't want young women to grow up thinking that men are only there so you can secure the bag, bestie. I think that's very toxic. And as an actual feminist, I believe that women are strong and that every individual has skills and their own education and their own experiences that they bring to the table in every relationship. A healthy relationship would take all of that into account and help each other grow, whether it is financially or with your education or with any of your dreams and ambitions. They would listen to you, they would communicate with you, and they would understand that intimacy goes far beyond just bedtime activities and that their woman is not an OF creator. And if your man thinks that, that's a major red flag. Please run. I am trying to raise my children to break all of these bad cycles or avoid these toxic behaviors. If this video gave you any value or you learned anything or you were able to just get some entertainment from it, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. You never know who will either find this hilarious or gain some information. So thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.